Your innate strength is greater than you know. My sisters told me of a certain prophecy even I thought would never come to pass. That Olympus would once again face the fury of the father of all monsters, and their conflict would shake the world to its core. And now it's happening.
You mean you knew Typhon's attack was a real possibility? Why didn't you warn us? We could have prepared.
I was not permitted to warn you. Had I done so, it merely would have expedited an outcome I now realize was bound to happen anyway. Though perhaps your implication is correct, and this is all my fault.
What? How is this all your fault? Unless you aided Kronos in awakening the most notorious fiend the gods ever faced, I don't see how you had anything to do with this.
Unraveling a fateful bond. I abetted your plans to gain the surface. The awakening of Typhon. Perhaps it's a punishment. And a reminder never to defy the fates. Princess, please forgive me.
Nonsense. Kronos did this, not you.
Here, now. Has the thin air upon that mountain made you mad, Malinoe? Confronting Typhon of all creatures face to face. Hermes told me everything, save what was going through your head.
I was not about to turn my back on my family, especially not after having come so far. What should I have done? Flee at the first sight of that monster? We flee only as a last resort.
That we do. And you'd best keep reminding yourself of it ere you confront the father of all monsters again. Do not take unnecessary risks, or lose sight of the task.
We do as we must. Domnoski Traxon. So mote it be. Moondust. Hey, I suspect I know the answer, though I don't suppose you want to pay a visit to the springs? Clear our heads?
Appreciate the invite, but I'm on guard duty right now, probably until time claims us all. And this suit takes forever to get on or off. So now Olympus has to deal with Typhon, huh? Wonder if Kronos made a deal with him or just revived and set him loose. Either way, a plan like that takes a lot of guts.
You sound rather impressed. I'm certain Kronos would welcome you into his ranks as well if you just tell him how you really feel.
Hit a nerve? Fine. Doesn't change the fact our enemy outsmarted us. So no need to keep wasting your time up top. Wait, you're not going to try and fight that thing, are you?
You really think I'm going to leave my family on Olympus to face that monster on their own? You don't know me at all.
Nice knowing you anyway.
A real pleasure.
A moment, Goddess. You've Typhon to contend with on that mountaintop, Goddess? Our shades say he's near the size of a mountain himself. Please tell me that's hyperbole on their part.
Well, to put it in perspective, by my estimation, he's at least 100 times the size of Polyphemus. Though I've not had the opportunity to take his measure properly.
You'll take his measure yet, I reckon. It's what you've done with every other foe you've faced thus far. Our shades and the good witch think it unwise to take on such a threat yourself, but you're not planning to back down, are you?
No.
Good. Oh, would you look at that? How could I possibly say no? It seems you found my weakness here, Goddess.
The great tactician has no weaknesses, I'm sure. Though he does now have an extra bottle of nectar.
What even was that?
Full bloom. Grow and flourish. Stolen troves of Hades all shall rise. So mote it be. The Arcana. I finally understand. Eternity. What's this? So that's it. the antler.
May we converse? Mind telling all these shades that no, the father of all monsters isn't back? Because they're so caught up with this outrageous rumor, they don't buy it when I tell them.
Commander, the thing is, I confronted Typhon himself just last night. While Kronos schemes from the underworld, that monstrosity attacks Olympus.
I knew all that. It's just, I was just checking to see if my disciples had the nerve to stand up for that which they truly believed. And they did. Nice going, everyone.
So you knew of Typhon's return?
Yeah.
Commander, would you be willing to accompany me to the springs sometime? We could rest our weary bones a bit.
What are you gonna do, carry me? I am required here, young one, for these shades still require discipline. Mayhaps some other age, when all we hold dear isn't at stake.
Grant me the aspect of Artemis.
She knows her blades.
Lim and Oros, awaken.
You have proven worthy. We've got to open it up. In a row.
Olympus, here I come. The warrior sigil. I was beginning to think this one would never show his face. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
A fellow student of death, to have confronted monstrous Typhon with such zeal. My kin insisted that I act upon the violence spiraling out of control, and I do wish to see your prowess, so here, a first of many contributions to the cause.
Will to fight. A feast for Lim and Oros. Well done, my sister blades.
Can you see the size of that terrible typhon, my niece? It has been so long since last we fought that I dare say he's grown still larger in the intervening time. And sneakier as well. All of that shaking here, it was from him.
strength of the sea. Pylon destroyed. Superior might. The barrier's lost some of its strength.
The pathway.
The old special? Mandrake essence pale.
Moss, what are these pylons doing everywhere, Lady Medea? They control the barrier before the docks, that much is clear. Perhaps the Titan's legions use them to coordinate attacks.
They are the product of a very sick mind, imprisoning so many shades in the tiniest enclosures wherein all their psyche may be drained. Can you imagine, sorceress?
That's terrible. I hadn't realized the pylons worked that way. Though who keeps fixing them? You even have one here.
The hideous thing won't seem to go away. Keeps rematerializing practically each night. Though I get so caught up with all my cauldron work, I seldom pay it any heed. Should be no side effects.
Thank you. Where else? You dare. You shades are getting out of there. Be not afraid. See you in the crossroads. They're trying to slow me down. Shades, I release you. Time sign there. I call upon the moon and draw you down.
That foolish Titan. He has awakened Typhon, the most terrible monstrosity that ever lived. I still bear my scars from when we first clashed very long ago. Together, we did vanquish him before. We shall have to manage it again. Now. My greatest strength is yours.
And I dole on. Foes eliminated.
Something to procure.
Hermes.
Good news is we can now be sure what Gramps had planned for us, but bad news is it's Typhon and he's big. But my pop stopped him once, so how hard could it be?
Sure. Next up. Trident sigil. of Hades. Stronger. Should be able to get out. Quick drink. Finally. I reached the summit of Olympus finally. They're fighting back against Typhon himself. Perhaps you knew already. He's quite enormous, yes.
That boatman's good at taking messages, isn't he? Almost like taking corpses down into the underworld like he used to. Nothing to do for those these days. Except to burn.
Gotta be kidding. Don't even try and sneak by. What, you think you were gonna catch me napping here? Not gonna happen.
It might. If you keep blocking my path, you'll get another thrashing, and you'll be sound asleep again in no time. That what you want?
Oh, got a dilemma on my hands. I'm always sleepy, yeah. But I'm always hungry, too. Guess that makes this a can't-lose proposition.
Damn it.
Can I eat you? Some plans over for dinner.
Good night. Keepsake ran out.
That's good.
Filthy here as ever. the bones. All right. Good. You dare. Got it. Out with you all.
How diplomatic.
For the battle to come.
So my many different potent blessings just aren't good enough for you? Is that what you would like me to believe?
I'm sorry, Uncle Poseidon. Now he's upset. Satisfied?
Fear not, niece. All my anger's washed away as quickly as it swelled. That's emotions for you. The seas themselves are simpler to control.
Search there.
Some iron. Better. Hades. And we're off. Sink or swim. More.
Just how gargantuan is Typhon, the father of all monsters, truly? Well, you need but pay a visit here and you'll find out. Till then, we'll just have to fend him off.
Of tree, apple pieces,
And scoop.
olives, figs, ginger roots, and cypress twigs. I knew you would arrive. So what is even happening there at the Mountain of the Gods? Some nights, great plumes of flame appear on the horizon, and storm clouds, terrible as ever I have seen.
The source of these phenomena is a two-pronged assault on Mount Olympus. The Titan Prometheus and his raiders, and the monster Typhon himself. I'm headed to face them.
Good heavens, you mean face them all, Poppet? Although perchance the perils you confront beneath the earth are even worse. Let me protect you then, as best I can.
Looks so big.
Behold that ancient isle.
death to Kronos.
The path of stars. Darkness guide you. Follow your senses.
There. Olympus, I accept this message. Tucked away. Moonlight guide us. One last stop.
Hey, hey. You're so tiny right now, babe. How cute. Old Cersei must have done that to you, yeah? I've flown by her little island where she's doing all her lunatic experiments.
You had so much promise as a student, Eris. Even now, you easily identify the work of an experienced enchantress, but only to spurn our craft.
Your craft turns you into a walking joke. I'm just pointing it out. Well, whatever happens next, thanks for the... Things are heating up. Reload. Got a lock on you. Come on, everybody, join in. How about
Next. Which one would help? I'm here. They don't let up. Just have to get from here to all the way up there. Tula, catch. Caught out. Look what we got, Tula. More satyrs. No. Enough. Feels even sturdier. Spilled half my blood back there. Lord Ares, I know mortal warriors often would make offerings to you before their battles to the death. I likewise wish to pay you my respects. No mercy for our foes.
I shall not take such honors without giving in return, especially from one who understands my work. A living weapon such as you ought to have this.
This I accept from you, my lord. Hear me, on my authority. Now.
pardon?
Lady Athena. Greater might. Lady Athena, while we have a moment, I wish to offer you this nectar as a token of my gratitude. If I'd only known that we would meet here, perhaps I'd have arrived even sooner.
Nonsense, for I'm certain that you made your journey here as quickly as you could. Well, I of course accept your offering, though she'll be saving it for when our victory's achieved. This, however, you may be able to use sooner.
You honor me with such a gift, Goddess.
You've seen what plagues us at the summit, haven't you? The source of all the tremors. Almost as though the mountain itself quakes with fear. We need a plan.
The gods have stood against Typhon before. Wasn't it a well-placed thunderbolt from Zeus that did him in?
Tales of valor and deeds of valor are not always one and the same. Then let us lure this typhon toward the summit, where our strength combined with yours is the best opportunity we have. And please, take care, cousin. Then very well. Onward then.
I think not. Excellent. Sky Dragons. Draken of that size, and serving Kronos too. is no place for such monstrosities. Better. Olympus, I accept this message.
Such terrifying might.
In the name of Hades.
Here's our prey. I'm but a titan and unarmed. Should you get past me, however, I know that you know you're certainly no match for what awaits.
Perhaps you simply know less than you think. And now you're going to call me arrogant or something, I suppose.
I would have, yes. But since you've foreseen that outcome, it shall not come to pass. Well, if you truly think you can withstand that monstrosity, let's see you withstand me.
waves of flame.
Flame of Olympus! There was no dignity in this at all.
He saw right through me.
I try not to listen to what the shades out there are warbling about, but they make it sound like lately you've been through some pretty hairy times.
It's hard to know exactly what they're referring to, but I've managed to reach Mount Olympus for one thing. Never thought I'd see it. The fighting there is very fierce.
Olympus, where the other members of your family have all been hanging out. What are they fighting over now?
Their reign over the heavens and the earth, and the continued existence of their home.
Oh, that's nothing new.
You must know the Titan, Prometheus. I faced him on Olympus. Little wonder he now fights against the gods, having met his doom and lived. Unlike the mortals he supposedly cares for so much.
Prometheus. I took no pleasure in his plight. The gods certainly know how to make an example of someone. Now he seeks vengeance. A favored pattern in the weavings of the fates.
Now that you mention it, his knowledge of the future seems similar to that of your sisters. Do you suppose he's sided with Kronos because he knows Kronos will ultimately win?
I do not wish to speculate, Princess. All I know is the Titan of Foresight never was the violent sort. His experience in captivity must have changed him.
I'll have to change him some more.
Oh, what's wrong?
Eris. Not now. Is this what you want, Eris? To have our aimless clashes, only then to sneer at one another here again and again? Such a worthy cause.
Who are you to say what makes a worthy cause? 'Cause yeah, I happen to be quite all right with everything. It's genuinely been a real blast.
You're unbelievable.
Thanks, Trouble.
Hey. Showed Eris, didn't you? Could hear her crying practically from here. Been far too long since last I kicked her ass myself. At least somebody's picked up the slack.
Perhaps all of those savage fights between you two contributed to her disagreeable nature. Or yours, for that matter. Unless you're certain neither one of you has changed a bit, in which case, what was all the fighting even for?
You've met her. She always liked picking fights. And you've met me. I've never liked backing down from them. As for you, go learn to take a compliment next time.
I must have missed it.
Sure did.
Have you experienced our hot springs yet, Lord Moros? The waters cleanse the body and the mind. I'm headed over if you'd care to join me.
Why, I don't see why not. I've seen and heard about such springs as these, though never been.
Perfect.
Oof. To think that such a place is hidden here.
So, what did you and the Fates do for recreation where you're from, anyhow?
Have I mentioned they like to weave? Their weaving was their occupation and their passion. I never got too good at it myself, and all they needed was the three of them, so...
I know an excellent spinstress who could maybe help with your technique. What did you do while they were busy spinning away?
Well, I would travel the world to witness mortals in their final moments. Look them square in the face as they perished, often in horror.
You do this for recreation's sake?
The nature of the role leaves little time for recreation, and it's all I could do to make those final moments dignified. Though I don't think the gesture always comes across.
I'm sorry.
I've not felt so refreshed in, well, it's been a while now. Thank you again.
Aha. Come, night, reveal the guarded treasures of this realm. It is done. Trade you.
I ought to be the one honoring you, Goddess. My inclination is to save this for the moment of our victory, but it's good to have in reserve, in case of some emergency, you understand.
I understand indeed. And you already honor me with your friendship, Odysseus, as well as with your knowledge about how to deal swift death.
Prometheus opposes us. Oh, now that one hurts, Goddess. Amongst us mortals, he was quite popular, beloved even. Gave us the gift of fire, practically made us who we are.
And in so doing, he violated the will of Olympus. Supposedly, he has the gift of foresight. He ought to have anticipated the consequences of his disobedience.
What makes you think he didn't? All the more reason we admired him. He knew the cost of what he did for us and paid it willingly, or so I choose to think. But all that's in the past. If he's thrown in with Kronos now, he's lost his way.
He's done both. Ready to come out? Huh. You'll flourish here. The hilt.
Within the silver pool.
Numbers grow, and thusly...
Commander, what is the consensus here about Prometheus? If some mortals venerated him, perhaps you and your disciples feel conflicted that he now opposes us.
The Titan who brought fire, reason, good eats, and the arts and stuff to mortal kind. Then faced the vengeance of the gods for all of that. Can't stand the guy, let him have it.
Wait, you can't stand him even though he did so much for you? Though mortals can be difficult to please.
Well, let's see. Has he been nice to you, or has he tried to kill you? So what if he butted us up way back when? Not like he's done much for us lately.
He has tried to kill me. The silver pool. Grant me the aspect of Eos.
Ah, rosy-fingered dawn. That's up right there. Out of here. We always get back up.
To the mountaintop. I was born for this.
I recently returned from 7 travels, for my work is never done. I was pleased to see that matters here were well in hand, much better off than when I left in many ways. I take it you're to thank in no small part?
Sure. The Chaos Gate. Up here. Clear. I'm ready. Some seeds.
Once there was darkness all throughout the underworld, but now, Kronos works to reshape the realm to suit his preferences. However, there shall always be darkness here in this space, and I have made it visible to you.
Pure darkness. I'm grateful for this gift. Infinite possibility.
bit of hearsay has been wafting lately on the winds about what ails the Mountain of the Gods. You've been heading that way. What's going on?
If the hearsay concerned an ancient and enormous monstrosity looking to crush Olympus to pieces, assuming the Titan's legions don't achieve it first, it's not hearsay.
Oh my. Then I know which monstrosity you mean. And you intend to challenge him and all the rest? You're entirely mad, sorceress. But so's the world over. That they shall feel.
Let me show you the way.
Fine bit of necromancy. Perhaps she shall go far.
Next pylon, then. You again. You'll be out in no time, Shades. Done here. Some coins. Him again.
You blasted gods and goddesses are all alike. Don't get underfoot. Blood shall spill!
We're almost there. Hold on.
There. You make it to the mountaintop as yet? In case you haven't, nothing good awaits you there. Or so I hear.
What do you mean, Typhon? I'm surprised the Olympians don't have you helping out with him, instead of bashing a bunch of weaklings far from where the real danger is.
The Olympians won't abide some half-god stealing their glory. I get the drudgery, not the important work. Thank the fates that you get some of each. I was never here.
In the name of Hades. The scent of blood. The barrier's weakening. Just a couple of these left.
monstrosity you can imagine. Kronos up and decided to wake him from his deathly slumber and pointed him towards us. So what if we cannot die? Things can still be very bad for us.
Yes. Into the purse. The boon from chaos just took hold. You shouldn't have crossed me.
Some of the gods think Eris showed up near our mountain causing trouble again, all because of you. They don't know I practically begged you to come up to our rescue over here. Think Heck gave you the order. We're really in it now.
Finished here.
You've got one over there. He's one of my best customers, you know. Shows up reliably, knows how to keep his mouth shut. All business, no nonsense.
I accept. I've run into Lord Hermes at the summit of Olympus, making preparations against Typhon with the rest. Have you been able to cross paths with him? So, not for very long. Until we meet again.
You again? I made those docks back there with my bare hands. Know some guys. They tally every skiff and trireme in the drink. We know where you're going.
So what if you do? You're just another servant of Kronos. The gods shall punish you when all this is over.
Nah, what do you know about it? They only care about their own. I'm just a joke to them. Am I a joke to you?
What's with those... fast asleep again. Oh.
Unfortunate luck.
Now then. I have you. All mine. One of the family troves. A new course needs to be set. Confiscating stolen property. Tula, now! Seething wretches.
bid you welcome.
Great Eye of Night who watches over me, may your brilliance always shine across the world.
The customary gifting of the gods. I am becoming fond of this cycle. Some traditions of Olympus may be worth adopting after all.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Your relatives on Mount Olympus all are well aware of me, of course. In most respects, I now can aid you openly, and even they themselves may grant you greater strength using my light. Let them believe that strength is theirs alone.
Thank you, Selene.
Your foes shall shudder.
This is the hidden isle I revealed.
Look at
Shrine
what I
to Lord
found.
Hermes. There. Hermes must be in the area. Shouldn't take too long. Express shipping, please. Should get here soon enough.
Flowers, but a few.
Behave yourselves.
Welcome.
The sweet and
So you have seen the great monstrosity with your own eyes, have you, Poppet? Typhon, I mean, of course. Oft have I wondered about his deep connection to the natural world.
And what connection would that be? He's a monster, just as you said. A thing that does not belong in our world.
Yet there he is, where you'll be going soon. Who only knows the limits of our world and that which it contains? Veritably, not you or I, Poppet. All that is here belongs, is what I say.
I feel a little off.
Show me that, please.
Very good.
You go warring with me brother over me.
Where do you think he gets his gear?
Had to do it. He's angry with me now.
Settled up after all that? Time to get back to work.
End of the line.
A relative is offering their aid. Hephaestus shall be notified at once.
What took you so long? Give back the golden apple that you took from me last time, and I might just let you walk this once. What do you say?
You mean the golden apple that you very likely stole? Supposedly they grow it in a single garden, and I highly doubt that such a place would let you in.
Life starts to get a lot more interesting once you accept that you don't always need an invitation to show up. Fine, keep the apple then. I've got a whole lot more. Everything's on fire! Fresh out.
This is going to be a blast.
That'll work. I'll be right with you. Double damage. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Can't drag me back to hell without a fight.
She never learns.
Special delivery.
There's my order. Olympus, I accept this message. Yes. Now the climb. All right. That's not your property. Okay. imbued with greater strength. Burn, Ignium.
Yeah, fresh from the forge.
The underworld's power.
What's this, witchy?
Well met. Excellent timing.
The infinite dark.
Illumination.
Even if you're thwarted by the Titan Prometheus, it is a benefit to our war effort. For if he's having to confront you, then he's unable to cause his mayhem elsewhere.
That is of little consolation to me, Lady Athena. This is not his first crime against Olympus and our family. Thus, his punishment is to be even more severe.
Do not concern yourself with that. His prior punishment inspired this still greater transgression, rather than remorse for his past deeds. For the moment, our strategy merely requires that he not stand in our way. Then make haste. To greater victory.
Best use those wings to fly away, Drake. Kronos controlling those?
A lofty mountain.
Hear me, on my authority. Taking off.
Here's armor for you.
Granddaughter. The incursion by that abhorrent monster Typhon. It is more than a threat. It is an insult. I control the seasons, yet he dares smother our mountain in his foul storm.
Desolation.
It's there in the corner, yeah? Oh, I see you. Huh? Hey, look who decided to reconsider coming to our little gathering. Welcome back, Mel baby. Now go on, you grab yourself a cup and mingle with the crowd.
As tempting as that sounds, Lord Dionysus, unfortunately, I don't think I can. There are various perils beyond, and your fellow Olympians can only do so much to hold them off.
And I feel bad for them, really. Almighty gods with limitless power having to fend for themselves. Good thing I can drown my sorrows here, and guess what? So... Drink up.
Come on out.
Right on.
Some adamant.
What's that you got?
Happy feasting, my lord.
You're pretty cool.
Take me away. Auto forces. Olympus, I accept this message. done. Stronger. Another tremor. Olympus, I accept this message. Fine work as always.
I thought you might show up. It may have taken all your godly relatives, but they were able to resist the monster Typhon's wrath, despite the blunders that you made. Yet now you hurry back.
I realize this must be complicated for you, as someone whose loyalties are mostly to an eagle, but I am not about to let that thing destroy everything my family built.
You ought to choose your loyalties with greater care, not let them be decided by birthright. Well then, come on. You have a summit and a family to protect. You know I intend to strike, but shall that be enough? Easily be stopped, you see. You gods have much to learn.
There it is.
Not even the...
The tooth. Tula, go for it. And caught. Good work, Tula. Out there, is that Something's inside those clouds. Oh, gods. Enough of this. Higher up. You two appear well fed.
What's this, witchy?
Stay in the ground next time. Hear me, on my authority. I see. Oh, good.
This is gonna be a blast.
Here he comes. Keep going.
Yeah, fresh from the forge.
Time for the tail. No, you don't.
Let's flat them, witchy.
See you again shortly. Very well.
some scat.
Can't shake the feeling that I failed you here. I was supposed to figure out what Gramps was up to, but I wasn't quick enough. So now you're fighting Typhon face to face.
Lord Hermes, we'll have to go through everything that could have turned out differently once all of this is over. But for now, our present matters seem more urgent than the past.
I know, you're right. It's just I'm starting to accept that all of this is what Gramps wanted to achieve. First capture the three fates so they can't mess with him, then wake up Typhon so he can mess with us. Then take over everything.
You didn't know all the details, but long since figured out Kronos was up to something big. Had you not acted swiftly then, I wouldn't be here now. We wouldn't have this chance.
I prefer guarantees to chances, Em, but hey, you're right. We do the best we can with what we've got. See you.
See you. Right. You dare hide your life force from me? However much you have, I'll bleed it dry. The hatching.
I have something for you as well, Typhon.
I'm lost. He's gone.
Protect the palace, everyone!
My strikes are getting through. What are those? Not finished. Fall, you monster. A void lens. Enough of this place.
In Ethergate. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. So bright. It's daybreak. Is that Lord Hephaestus? Lord Dionysus? Lady Athena? Lady Aphrodite?
The majestic palace of Zeus stands resolute and strong for the combined might of the god.
These must be just the palace grounds. Lord Apollo? Lord Hermes?
Look, husband.
She arrives.
Uncle Poseidon? Great Auntie Hestia?
It's good to see you, Sunshine, but you'd best speak to Father first.
Lord Uncle.
Welcome, young lady, to our family's glorious abode. You have our thanks for seeing to it that the monster Typhon failed to reach us here.
And you have our regrets that my lord husband left you to confront that horrid creature on your own. Most of the others are still fortifying the palace. Forgive our rudeness.
There's nothing to forgive, Queen Hera. I am honored to have met you and King Zeus face to face and seen the glory of Olympus firsthand. I owe it to your generous support these many nights.
Come now, Melinoe. We have a shared objective, after all. And so long as Kronos sits upon your father's throne, that objective remains incomplete.
Hurrying her off when she only just arrived, husband? Although we've little here for entertainment other than Apollo's plucking. At least our enemy shall be back at our gates before long.
I don't think I can remain anyhow. I need to consult with the Witch of the Crossroads. She may have thoughts on how to rid ourselves of both our great foes at once.
We shall find a means of that, I have no doubt. And until then, we shall be better prepared to meet their charge.
Go on, my dear. We're unaccustomed to expressing gratitude, as you can plainly see. Until such time as your Lord Father and his own queen are restored, there's little cause for cheer, I think.
Perhaps soon enough. Queen Hera, Lord Uncle Zeus.
You did it, Sunshine! I'd say I knew you would, but the truth is, I had an inkling of doubt, especially once I saw Typhon for myself.
He was quite large, I'll give him that. It's a pleasure to finally meet you face to face like this, cousin. You play most beautifully.
Oh, anything to take our minds off of what's happening. At least you bought us a bit of reprieve so I could play again at all. Typhon is going to be back though, isn't he?
I'd count on that, but I'm going to be back as well. For now, please bolster your defenses and make ready for the monster's next attack. Now I had better go. My headmistress is expecting my return.
Can't you just contact her by boon? I'll bring one forth for you in case that works. And thanks for everything, cousin. That's for you.
May I? I'm unaccustomed to being on this side. I see Erebus, I think. Wait, headmistress, is that you? Can you hear me?
In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message. Melinoe, if you can even hear me yonder, I bid you to return. We have matters to discuss.
I have to go now, everyone. Please, take care. And let the others know I'm sorry to have missed them. I'll return. Return to Shadow now. Should check with headmistress. Mwah! We beat the father of all monsters, Phrynos. Oh, hello. The fated list of minor prophecies. Looks like I did it.
They're saying you beat Typhon single-handedly last night? One step closer to putting everything back to normal, huh?
I did not beat Typhon single-handedly, but we managed to defeat him, yes. Though I don't think you need to fear a return to normalcy anytime soon.
I know you're trying to reassure me, but I can't help the way I feel. I ought to be enjoying all this while it lasts. The future might be boring as dirt, but right now, things are okay.
Things are not okay.
But you already got me one of these. Don't you have anything else? Only messing with you, babe. I'll get you back for this sometime, okay?
Please don't. I mean, I just wanted you to have it since I know you have a taste for this stuff, but it's been harder to come by.
We missed you here. Your victory against Typhon, have you there anything to show for it? Any sort of specimens or samples of his flesh?
I hope you like hideous eyes, Headmistress. Is there an incantation that you have in mind requiring such filth?
Perhaps. Hold on to all of that for now. But when the time is right, we shall turn all that monstrous power back against itself and rid this world of that fiend for good.
Yes, Headmistress.
I do have a bit of a taste for this stuff, I suppose. I once traveled much more often to places where 'tis easier to procure. Perhaps you sensed in me some wistfulness about that.
I've learned from you, Headmistress. So, this is just a small token of my gratitude. No way of knowing how much life force Typhon has. Just have to slay him anyway. Gods and goddesses upon Olympus, fight. So mote it be. Hear me, Selene, if you so desire. Aid me in finding that which I require.
Carefully said.
What do I need? Fair trade.
Scoured the surface?
I was just thinking nothing clears the mind like a refreshing, burning hot soak. Care to accompany me?
Oh, I do enjoy a good relaxing bath, even whilst dead. And who am I to say no to a goddess? So why not? Phew. I know your customs and mine aren't quite the same, but my eyes are going to remain averted here, if that's all right.
Would mortals often bathe, Odysseus?
Oh, well, perhaps once in a while, when they could. Though seldomly both men and women at the same time. Doing so could seem untoward.
I see. We gods have no such shame, I realize. Have I made you uncomfortable?
Me? No, of course not. In fact, I've bathed with goddesses before. It's just...
Oh, that's all right. Doubtless you'll recall the finer points. You mostly just have to try and let go your burdens.
Should be simple, as I've many of those. In fact, no matter how many I let go, it seems some yet remain. But being here does help.
Well, as long as it's agreeable for you.
It is. Agreeable. It is. Well, don't know about you, but I am properly relaxed, I'd say.
A snake reed. Olives. What's to be done? Katuski Onaski.
That's Selene.